Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli back with another review video, and for this one, gonna be reviewing the canceled episodes of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Pretty much the ones of the episodes of Utapau. I'll talk a little bit about the Bad Batch, but because we got those for season 7. They were also the Bad Batch were also canceled episodes, but now they're part of season 7, so I'll talk a little bit about them. So, they have been seen before, and they're part of season 7, so, you get the idea. So the Utapau episodes, because it's really cool, because those episodes, they were on the Star Wars website, and they found their way online from YouTube, etc. You can Google them. They're also featured on the Star Wars Blu-ray of Season 6 / The Lost Missions. And with the Utapau episodes, Anakin and Obi-Wan, they're set off to Utapau because of a Jedi who died on that planet and such, like an accident or whatever, and they arrive there, and the people of Utapau, they take them to the body of the Jedi and such, and that's when, later on, Anakin and Obi-Wan, they try to find evidence and such, and, Magna Guards are there. The species of Watto, I'm talking about Watto, his species is there, hey, I know nothing, and, Anakin's kind of a bit fed up and just, trying to force him to talk and whatever, because knowing Anakin, what he had gone through with Watto and being a slave, and how it was shown in season 4 with slaves of the Republic, what he was dealing with of slavery and such, So, and then, in episode 2, what's really cool in episode 2 is that they bring up Ahsoka, and, Anakin first starts off saying, I'll contact Ahsoka. Maybe he just stops talking, and Obi-Wan's like, Anakin, do you want to talk about it? And, what's there to talk about? Nothing, I suppose. Perhaps we should set up camp. Sound like a plan? Whatever you say, Master. And then, cut to nighttime, they're at the campfire, and, Anakin still has a look on his face, and Obi-Wan looks at him and is like, Anakin, dwelling on Ahsoka's decision won't bring her back. I miss her, okay? Is that what you wanted me to say, And so, they talk about Ahsoka's departure and leaving the Jedi Order, and Obi-Wan's like, it was, I will grant you there were mistakes, but, she made the decision to leave, what choice do we give her, it was wrong, she's a Jedi, she belongs with us, she's one of us, and, she made the decision to leave Anakin, part of the Jedi way, etc., and there's a little mentioning of, of Anakin saying, how would you feel if I turn my back on you or anything like that? And Obi-Wan's like, not good, I'm afraid. Luckily, it will never happen. And a tease for Revenge of the Sith, oh, it's gonna happen, And James Hong, if I'm saying his name right, because he had done some voice work, and he's the voice of Poe's dad in Kung Fu Panda. He does the voice of, as they call him, the big man, and as Anakin jokingly says, did you say big man? And Obi-Wan says, don't anger him, my name is not important, And, Anakin and Obi-Wan, they're hold prisoner, and what's cool is, they get their, they try to get their lightsabers back, but also, Anakin uses blasters, and, oh, now we're talking, uses them and such. And, they find, later in the end of the episode, they'd find a kyber crystal, a big, green giant kyber crystal. They don't know what it's there or anything like that, but, and in the next episode, they get the kyber crystal, they get it out of there, and they're chased down by the creatures, on spider legs or whatever. I forget the species of those, but, most of the species of Star Wars, I have a hard time remembering their names, but the aliens with, the spider, mechanical legs and such, they get chased down, and one of them shoots the kyber crystal, and, oh my gosh, crazy stuff happens, it just, lasers comes out, and that's a little hint that the kyber crystal is one reason, because, the Separatists, like Dooku and such, they are after the Kyber Crystal. And that means that the Kyber Crystal has something to do with being the weapon and such for the laser, laser weapon and such for the Death Star. So yeah, that's really cool. And it's pretty obvious, And there's a cool chase between, like Anakin and Obi-Wan, they're on a speeder, and with them having the Kyber Crystal, and with the Magna Guards and Grievous, going across, the underground hole and such of Utapau, the city or whatever, and they get out of there, they go into space, and then in episode 4, they eventually wound up on the ship that Grievous is on. Like, I think at one point they lose the Kyber Crystal, Obi-Wan gets held captive, Anakin goes in to save him, and what's funny is that Anakin, he says to one of the droids, "Boo!" It does scare the it's funny, it's a funny part. And like Anakin says to a droid, "Hey, I believe that's mine," and the droid's like, "Here you go," and Anakin still just destroys him, cuts him and such in half. And I think they managed to get the crystal, but it gets destroyed, I think. So, and what's really cool is that the lasers from the Kyber crystal, it hits some of the droids, and it pretty much makes them vanish, like destroy them that instantly, like that. And so, they eventually lose the Kyber crystal. Nobody gets the Kyber crystal, neither Grievous or Anakin or Obi-Wan. And, like, when Anakin and Obi-Wan are back at the Jedi Temple, like, Yoda even says Yoda and Mace Windu even say, like, mostly Yoda, like, not Grievous, but Dooku and the Separatists, their desire for the Kyber Crystal or whatever, But, yeah, those episodes with the Utapau episodes, they were pretty good. And now come the Bad Batch. Again, I will talk a little bit about them. I won't talk about them that much, because I'll be talking about those for season 7, etc. So the Utapau episode, okay, not the Utapau, the Bad Batch episodes, because they had already been released, and before season 7 and such, they were another one of those canceled episodes, and it features a group of clones which are called the Bad Batch, and they're brought in for a mission and such, and to join alongside Rex and Cody. And later on, like, they're finding out evidence and such that Echo, that was alongside with Fives, and I believe Tup, that Echo may very well be alive. And even though that they supposedly think he got killed, because he sacrificed himself, in season 3, when they were saving the One-Eyed Jedi and Captain Tarkin, So, but it turns out Echo is alive, and he's all mechanical and such. Like, the Separatists are using him, like, Admiral Trench and Wardo. Am I saying his name right? Wardo? The one, the green guy, and, the tubes are, whatever, the face, or the mask, whatever. You know who I'm talking about, I think his name is Wardo. I don't even know. I can't remember. I have trouble sometimes with that, but, with some names in Star Wars, with, the species and other characters, But anyways, so, and so, like, Echo, they managed to fix him up, he's okay, he's with them again, and, like, Trench gets defeated and such, Anakin and Trench come face-to-face, meet each other for the first time, and, those episodes, the episodes with the Bad Batch and Echo and Admiral Trench and everything that was going on were pretty good, and, can't wait to review the rest of it, for season 7 and such, So, and there were more episodes that were canceled, like, there was going to be ones with, Cad Bane and Boba Fett. Those would have been pretty good, but that never came to be. Episodes with Ahsoka, which were obviously in season 7, including, like, one with Ahsoka joins Anakin and Obi-Wan Plo Koon. Like, they find evidence, they go underground, like, of an ancient, like, Sith temple or whatever, and there's one part where Ahsoka, in some ways, comes face-to-face with Palpatine, like, bolts the door or something like that with her lightsaber, and the Force lightning comes out, and, of course, the Seed of Mandalore, that was going to happen, but, of course, and it will for season 7, so, seasons, which that's going to be really awesome. It's going to be exciting, everybody anxious for that, So for the canceled episodes of technically season 7 or season 8, whatever, I will say they seemed like they were going to be pretty interesting, especially the ones that we did get, which were the episodes with Utapau and Bad Batch, which the ones with the Bad Batch, we're still going to get for season 7, So they're pretty good. And with Utapau, yeah, there were some pretty interesting episodes, including because of what was going on, and with Anakin and Obi-Wan talking about Ahsoka's departure from the Jedi Order, the Kyber crystal, everything else that was going on in those 4 episodes that are pretty good. And for the Bad Batch, yeah, they're pretty good too. And again, can't wait to see them for season 7 and to give my full review on those episodes. So yeah. So once again, the canceled episodes for what would have been for season 7 and probably season 8, they're pretty good, and especially the ones with Utapau, yeah, pretty awesome. And for Bad Batch, yeah, still good and can't wait, for them in season 7 and for me to give my full review on them. So again, the canceled episodes, they were good. Hope you enjoyed this review video. More new review videos coming your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward. And I'll see you guys in the next video/review video. Take care, peace out, and may the Force be with you.